Year 3, welcome to your maths video for Tuesday the 2nd of June. You'll need your mathematics pack, making sure you've got the correct date. You can skip Monday's learning and go straight to Tuesday, the date's at the top, Luke. Okay, a bit like yesterday, we've got the mild chilli, the medium chilli sheet and the hot chilli. Okay, so if you work with Mr Griffin or Miss Petite, I'd go mild. If you work with me, I'd go medium. And if you work with Miss Page, I'd perhaps start at medium, then go to hot, or you might be feeling confident and go straight to hot. Okay, so we're going to do subtraction today. So a bit like yesterday, we're going to start off with some mental strategies, and then we're going to move on to the column method. So on the board here, I've got some language for subtraction. So when you're looking at word problems, these are some of the words you might spot, which will tell you it's a subtraction sum. So we've got subtract, minus, less, take away, decrease, which means it goes down, leave, fewer and difference. Okay, so if you've got the mild sheet today, some of your questions will look like this. So your first sum is 8 subtract 3. Okay, so you've got some pictures to help you. So our starting number is 8. We've got 8, so if we were doing it in our head, we'd put the biggest number 8 in our head and then we'd be counting back 3. Okay, so the pictures are here to help you so you can cross them off, because when we subtract them, we're taking away. So we're going to cross them off to remove them. So we've got 8, let's count back 3, so 7, 6, 5. So I've landed on 5. If you look, I've got 5 left, so that's my answer. 8 subtract 3 is 5. Let's go on to the next one. So this time I've got 11 subtract 5. So I've got 11 all together, so that go in my head. I'm now going to count back 5. Okay, so I've got 11, I'm going to cross them off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So I've landed on 6, so that's my answer. And let's just check, we've got 2, 4, 6 left. Okay, so 11 subtract 5 is 6. Okay. You've also got questions like this on the mild sheet where you're using a number line to subtract. So the first one is 20 subtract 6. Okay, so my starting number, so if I was doing this in my head, is 20. I put 20 in my head to start. So I'm going to circle the number 20, that's where I'm starting. Okay, and I've got to jump back 6 because I'm taking away 6. I'm going to do 6 jumps backwards. Okay, so 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Let's check I've done 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've landed on 14, so that's my answer. Okay, the next one then, we've got 17 subtract 5. So the number going in my head would be 17, so I'm going to circle it. I'm going to jump back 5 because I'm taking 5 away. So let's count 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Okay, let's check I've done 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've landed on 12. So that's my answer. 17 subtract 5 is 12. Okay then. Okay, if you've got a medium or a hot sheet, you've got sums which look like this. Okay, so you're going to work those out in your head, so you're going to do them mentally. Okay, we're only taking away 1-digit numbers, except for the second one, but that's only subtracting 10, and we all know how to do that. So you should be able to solve these in your head pretty easily. So I'm not going to go through them all. We're just going to have a look at a few of them for a few little tips on how to help you. So looking at number 2, I've got 349 and I'm subtracting 10. Now I know lots of you can count in tens from any number and can count back as well. So I've got 349, let's jump back 300 and, what would it be? So I'm taking away 10. Look at my place value, I've got hundreds, tens and ones. Well, I know if I'm only subtracting 10, my hundreds isn't going to change. So I'm still going to have 300 and something. I also know that from my 1s, I'm subtracting 0, Luke. So I know my 9 will be there, so it'll be 349. Jump back will be 300 and... Taking the 1 away from the 4 tens would be 3 tens, it would be 339. Okay, let's look at number 5. We've got a 4-digit number here. We've got 1,172. Now I'm taking away 5. Okay, I know that 5 is a bigger number than 2. So not only is my 1's going to change, but my tens column will probably change too. Okay, I'm only subtracting 5 though. So I know that my thousands isn't going to change. I'm still going to have 1,000. And I know my hundreds column isn't going to change. So I know I'm going to have 1,100 and something. So I'm going to put the number 72 in my head. I'm going to subtract 5. So 72, let's count backwards. 71, 70, 69, 68, 67. So my answer is 1,167. And I didn't need to put that 4-digit number in my head and count back going 1,172, 1,171, because we can make mistakes doing it like that. So I know, using my place value knowledge, that those numbers weren't going to change. So I could just imagine it being a 2-digit number. So you might want to think of that on some of your questions. Okay, moving on to the column method then. Like yesterday, when we're using the column method, one of my top tips was we always start at the 1s. Thank you, Miss Page. We always start at the 1s. So here I've got 58, subtract 25. Let's put my place value in. So I'm starting at the 1s. I've got 8, subtract 5. Okay, I can put 8 in my head, count down. I know the answer is 3. Okay, again, I've got 5, subtract 2. Again, the answer is 3. So my answer would be 33. Okay, here on the board, and it's on your sheet too, we've got a subtraction poem, and this will really help you out today. So it says, more on the top, no need to stop. And that's just what we've done here. 5 is bigger than 2. 8 is bigger than 5. There is more on the top. So the numbers at the top were bigger than these bottom ones. So more on the top, no need to stop. That means you can just carry on, work out the answer. So that links to that one. That's what we've just done. The next one says, more on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. Okay, so if this number was bigger, I'd then have to think about borrowing, and we'll come on to that. This one says, numbers the same, zero's the game. So here I've got 58, subtract 8. So 8 subtract 8 is 0. We'll think about that as we move on. Okay, so this one I've got 33, subtract 13. So I've got 3, subtract 3. So numbers the same. Same like 3 and 3. Zero's the game, so it would be 0. Okay, 3 subtract 1 is 2, so my answer would be 20. Okay, so that one links to that part of our poem. Let's move on then. Okay, I've got 7, subtract 8. Okay, so I've got 7, I need to subtract 8. So the number at the bottom is bigger. So if I've only got 7, I can't subtract 8 because I haven't got enough. So more on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. So what I need to do is I need to make this 7 bigger so I can subtract 8. So I need to go to my tens column and I need to borrow 10. So it says go next door and get 10 more. So if I have 1 10 away from 4, I'll be left with 3 tens. So that number changes to a 3. I've now got 17, subtract 8. Okay, well I know if I've got 17, if I take 7 away, I'll be left with 10. Well, that's 1 more, so take 1 more away, my answer would be 9. Okay, if you weren't sure about what I just said, you could just do 17 in your head, 8 fingers, and count back. Your answer will be 9. I've now got 3, subtract 1, which I know is 2. So my answer would be 29. So this part links with this. So remember, more on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. Okay, let's try another one of those times. So, I've got a 62, subtract 38. So, I always start at the
ones.
Thank you, Miss Paige, at the ones. So, I've got 2, subtract 8. Well, there's more on the floor. So, I need to go next door and get 10 more. So, I'm going to go over to the tens column. I'm going to cross out my 6 tens. So, I had 6 tens. I'm going to borrow 1 to make that 12. Okay, if I've borrowed 1 10, I'm left with 5 tens. That's going to change to a 5. I've now got 12 subtract 8, which I know is 4. And I've got 5 subtract 3, which I know is 2. Okay, we'll do one last one, and then it's your turn. Okay, so I've got a bigger number now, I've got a 3-digit number. Again, always start at the ones. 8 subtract 5, I know is 3. I've got a 0. Can't subtract 6 because there's more on the floor, so I need to go next door and get 10 more. So I'm going to borrow 1 from there. That changes to a 6. So now I've got 10 subtract 6, which we know is 4. 6 subtract 3, which is 3. Okay. So you've got lots of those on your sheet. I'm sure you'll do absolutely fine. If you need a bit more practice, you can replay some of the video. There is a bit of a challenge at the bottom, okay, where you've got some missing numbers. You might want to get your parents to help you with that part because it is a little bit tricky, but my tip is to imagine you're doing the question. So we start at the ones. 8 subtract something is 5, so let's count back. 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, so my missing number must be 3. I must have taken away 3. And I can't do 4 take away 7, so I must have borrowed there because there's more on the floor. So that would change to 5. That would be 14. 5 subtract something is 2. So 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, I wonder what my missing number could be. Okay,